Pleasure Readers of Atlanta is a book club that meets once a month to discuss a contemporary work of fiction. Members of the group reside in Augusta, Georgia and Atlanta, Georgia, and spend a weekend at the home of one of the members. This month, they meet in Atlanta to discuss a controversial and erotic novel called My Brother's Wife, an old school soap. I have a particular interest in this selection because, well, I wrote it. I'm Toni Breland. Join me as I get a privileged peek into a private party of the pleasure readers.
The Hot Mama, and welcome to my Atlanta home. Today we are discussing a fabulous book by the beautiful author Toni Breland, and it's My Brother's Wife. But first, let me introduce you to my girls. Once again, we're meeting this month, right? My pleasure readers. We are discussing such a great book, so just tell everyone a little bit about yourself and tell us where you're from.
Okay, thank you for having me back again this month. Looking forward to the book. I am Annette, also known as Blackie from the AUG. Looking forward to this discussion today.
I'm at the home of Crystal Renee, and my name is Mildred Allen, and I'm from Snellville, Georgia, and we're here to discuss the book, My Brother's Wife.
Hi, I'm Sonia. I'm from Augusta. Crystal, thank you so much for inviting us to your lovely home, and I cannot wait to get into this book.
Freddie Glass is saucy and stylish and hates everything Southern until she meets her twin brother's wife.
My initial reaction to Freddie Glass is condescending. What did you think?
I just loved everything about Freddie.
Okay.
She did beat up the South a little bit. That she could have, was reeled back a little bit. But I love my girls.
What about you?
Well, my reaction to Freddie was she's like a person that thinks she's from Sandy Springs and stay on Hamilton Road.
Agree. Point well taken. What about you, Sonia?
Well, initially, I understood. I think she was unhappy where she was, wanted to be somewhere different, disappointed that she ended up that way, and a little confused about things, but on point with the South. I'm sorry. She was on point with that.
I mean, she went back and forth, so that's what she did.
I agree.
Why do y'all think she was so unhappy in the South in the first place?
I think the South had memories for her that she didn't share with us in the book.
I think so too.
Her feelings.
Yeah.
She didn't seem really tight with Mama. And I think it brought back too many memories. And I think it represented failure to her. I think the South actually represented failure in her career and her life.
I saw that.
Yeah, and she took it out on us.
Yes.
Yeah,
she kept going back and forth and equating,
Now,
her
I
not
agree
being
with that.
successful.
It probably did represent something that she wasn't happy with and didn't see her life being at that point.
Right.
However, her idea and what she identified with Southern people, I'm so sorry. She was on it with that. Backwards, slow, non-dressing, collard green eating, yes.
Not all of us are that way, my dear.
Wait a minute, hold on. I love
You were in my
greens.
home, and I'm from the South.
You don't eat collard greens?
I do.
I love the collard
With
greens.
your fingers,
I'm
yeah.
from the South, and I don't think that everyone from the South is slow and backwards. You have to remember, most of our most successful presidents from the South. You have Bill Clinton. You have, well, we're not going to get in the other one.
Jimmy Carter.
Okay, well, he's
Peanut
not.
farm.
Okay, but come on. Your smartest people are from the South.
Smartest people.
I mean, you guys know that I'm in an interracial marriage. And for me, I do think, experiencing that firsthand, and she probably does have a problem with that, and even still, it's a history here that's very painful. So no matter who you're married to, what you do, it's painful.
It's not a history. It's the present.
It's the present. I
It's
agree.
still the present.
I agree with that.
They just taking off the robe and putting on white suits.
I
and I think
agree.
Freddie recognizes that.
But you have to get over it, though. At some point, you got to get over it.
We'll get over it when it's gone.
Okay,
How can you get over something that's still present and active? And that's what she's feeling. She came from the South. She came from up north with all this education and experience. And she come out here and get at $1 paper, making minimum wage. Come on.
But she made a choice to come into a
She
place
did.
that was painful
She
to
did.
her. So
She
we
did.
all make choices in
She
what
did.
we do.
Well, she made a choice. The choice was somewhat not really her choice, but she was chosen for that because her mother was ill or injured, and she had to come back. She didn't choose to come back here. She hated coming back here.
Well,
So it wasn't the fact that she
It was a choice.
That's where her mother was. She had a choice where her mother
But it
was.
was still a
That
choice.
was later. She came back because her mother moved back to the South because after their father died, and I think that it because of the lifestyle that she had up north with her father, she couldn't deal with the South.
Again, I think the South represents something negative for her. The North or anywhere other than the South would represent progress, and that's what she was looking for, progress.
Moving fast.
Right.
And I'm not disagreeing with the racial, issues here in the South because it is the quiet racism that we experience in corporate America, and I'm not saying that doesn't happen. But at some point, do you guys feel we need to just kind of like get over it?
Well,
I think that
I would love to get over it.
where she was coming from, the city that she was describing in the book, and the places that she described in the book, the paper, the newspaper she worked for,
Did she not
where
have
her
a
brother
racial
worked
issue too
for
her own? I mean, I think a lot of us black people here in the South, we are racist against our own.
I agree with that.
You know what I'm saying?
I definitely
Darker
agree with
skin,
that.
lighter skin, longer
That's
hair.
true.
I definitely agree with that.
So we can't all say it's just about black and white. It can be within our
I agree with
community.
that.
Do you agree with that? I mean,
I do.
Do you see that happening too? So
I agree with that.
I think that happened with her too. She had that condescending attitude, and I'm better than you because I'm from the north,
Right.
Even though I'm a black woman,
Absolutely.
and you're a black Southern woman,
Right.
So I'm better than you. So that to me,
and she felt that a lot of people, black people, were
Right.
enslaved to the mindset of
That's
the
right.
South.
That's
yeah.
right.
Which
so
is
we
true.
agree.
Which is true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Which is true.
We agree.
What do y'all think about the brother and sister relationship as discussed in this book?
Relationship.
I think it was normal. You got that love-hate thing normally in any sibling situation. Love-hate, one because she was the stronger of the two. She felt like she had to take care of him and nurture, which she had done since they were children. So I think their relationship was normal until later on.
Yeah,
It got a little sticky on that one, but being competitive in that normal between siblings, that's normal. So overall, it was normal.
Yeah, I think they both.
Well, being twins too.
A normal relationship.
Because they were twins, correct? So being a twin, boy-girl twin, I mean, that's interesting, breakdown. What do y'all think about
I think
that?
that's actually why we led to where we led in the book was because of that twin relationship, and from from what I've heard in past about twins being able to read each other, feeling each other's pain.
Yep.
So it didn't surprise me.
How
at
about
all.
liking the same thing?
Exactly. I was gonna say that. I was going there.
That's where I was going.
Does not taste
I didn't want to let you open up chapters.
Oh, you like blue? I like blue.
Surprised. I am not
I was getting
surprised.
ready to say the same thing.
I was not surprised.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I was surprised now. I didn't think it was gonna go there, but
I didn't think it was.
I mean, I was like, whoo. I was reading. I was like, whoo. I told my husband, I said, whoo. Well, hold up now.
Did you have to put the bookmark on,
Put
girl?
the bookmark on, girl. Yes, I do. Yes, I do it in my hot tub. I read in my hot tub all the time, and I have to pull
we
it
go
aside.
from brothers and sisters to your help me understand.
Pleasure seekers
I'm not.
do.
So your pleasure was in the hot tub reading the book.
Well, and by my bed too. But not the scene about the brother, not the brother and sister thing. The other stuff that was mentioned.
Tell us what really went on.
Do tell.
We'll save that for a later time. But I just think this is phenomenal. I mean, the cover itself. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
I think that's phenomenal.
Beautiful.
It was.
It
really
really
put together. Very
big.
big.
Like, do they sell that cover in the
What I know those actually.
Is that amber?
But I think it's an awesome cover, and it's very addictive.
Very pretty.
The eye represent to me is that Freddie's trying to get you to see her point of view.
Wow.
I never thought about that. Never thought about it like
Kind
that.
of look at it my way.
So maybe she was trying to get us to look through her eyes. Well, we went there too. I know I did.
several occasions.
I did, even things I didn't want to see, like
there.
things I was sort of uncomfortable with. I'm just gonna be, practically honest with you. I didn't,
Well, since you brought it there, thank you. But yes, I felt the same way.
Yeah,
but my eyes to some things that I was a little
like squeamish about, and you're just like, I want to go there, But after reading it and seeing why she felt the way she did, even as a woman,
it did.
It made me feel like, okay.
She didn't flip me
And I'm
anything,
straight,
but I
y'all.
thought that
Put it down and said,
beautiful. Exactly.
Straight
I ain't
women.
running out.
She made straight
she
women
made
think.
Straight women think.
Yeah.
Girl, you just clean that one up. Thank you. She made me think. That's exactly what she did.
Yeah.
Think.
Yeah.
I like that. I love it.
Wow.
Well,
abusive relationship with a man or a loving relationship with a
What do you
woman?
think about that, Sonya? My lips are sealed.
I think an abusive relationship, no matter where it's coming from, is a no-no.
I agree with that.
Okay.
I
Now,
agree with that.
on the other hand, on the flip side, a loving relationship of any kind is a beautiful thing.
I agree. Oh, well put, Miss Sonya.
So what we do?
Well, being a little country southern girl that I am,
You gonna stay there and
coming
get
up
your
out
butt
of the
beat.
Southern Baptist church environment, I would never stay with an abusive relationship. But can I get a little biblical on this?
Oh Lord.
I am not going to.
Yeah, you can, sister. I mean, yeah.
Girl, this is. Ooh,
Well,
that was
take
hard.
your time. Take your time.
Take your time. It's hard. Oh God, how can we explain this? I don't want to. I can either suffer abuse here, or I can suffer abuse burning in hell, and that's the way I look at that.
Okay.
Okay, so you make a choice, and it's your choice. I'm not saying I'll no way ever tell a woman to stay in an abusive relationship, but then if we look at what is written, can I say that? What's written?
Yeah, you can,
Okay,
sister.
no disrespect.
Amen.
What's written, it's wrong. It's just wrong. Right. So now you have to make a choice. And I know everybody doing it, and Lord, I don't want all the Rainbow Coalition coming after me because I said it, but it's in the Word. So that would be a big battle for me.
But let me ask you guys a deep question. Have you ever felt that way? I mean, I was in a relationship that was unsatisfying for years, and it was, this was
with
my
a man or
first
woman?
marriage.
You got something to tell?
No, it was a man.
Just clarify.
Now this relationship is awesome. The second marriage is great, but the first one was like, it was unfulfilling, and I went through some issues of saying, who am I? And when a man looks at you and he doesn't want to be with you, I'm a bad sister. Come on, I knew that.
We agree with
and
that.
so when a man doesn't want to be with you, then you're like, okay, well, what is going on here? And he doesn't want to treat you right, because it's not always about this abuse. Sometimes it's this and that.
Mental, been there, done that.
So do you find the relationship with women, you're on an equal footing with them, and it can turn into something else?
Well, I think the question, the choice. If you had a choice, would the choice be as this character did?
If I only had those two choices, stay in this abusive
Amanda says, yeah, you
or
stay
run
with
off
him.
Well, we running off.
Okay,
We
that
run
was
off
the question.
That depends on who it is. It's Holly Berry. Yeah, I'm gone.
I like you.
Okay, let's truth be told.
So I'm going out. But I do think that we as women have relationships that are so close, everything up into the sexual part, that it can be adultery. You can't get confused about some of your feelings, and I think we get it twisted, and that's not always a bad thing. I love women. I love my girlfriends. I love my girlfriends to death. So is that the wrong thing?
You sleeping in the other room tonight?
Short haircut for you. Okay, because I love my men folks too. I love my men folks too.
Y'all know this sister loves her man, honey.
I've had relationships with women that have been consistent and they have been stable. And they have been there when the men folks ain't. My men folks come and go.
Right.
My sisters,
and they understand you.
So yes, my relationships sometimes, and I think 90% of the time, are closer with women.
Absolutely.
They are.
Now me, I'm different. I like to hang around men.
I like to hang around men too, but they don't hang around me long.
No,
so that's the problem.
But y'all are my
how y'all, my girls, you know, we can get together and talk about anything, and I know it stays in this room and it stays with us. But not every woman is like that. So
That's true.
You know,
that's true. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful with women.
But see, you guys are going away from the question. The question was
I know,
abusive relationship.
It's the line.
I chose abusive. If I only had two choices, abusive relationship or you. Boo, it's me and you all the way.
That's right. Way too much, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. I see where you come going with that.
You know what? I first had some mixed feelings about the book, but after completing it all the way through, and some of the comments in there gave me pause, but all in all, it was a great book. It was truly a great book, and looking forward to book number 2.
Well, book club meeting, Toni Breland. Great author, first book for her. It was a really good book. Wasn't sure about it. What caught my attention most was the setting. It was familiar to me. Some of the people were familiar. But then the main characters in the book were so intriguing. Freddie Glass took me to places that I may have been uncomfortable in exploring, talked about it with other people, but she took me there and made the whole storyline, which some may see as controversial, it turned out to be a beautiful love story.
So much fun. So much fun. Really looking forward to next month. Okay. In your beautiful home.
I enjoyed you guys.
Thank you coming to Augusta next month.
I think I will.
All right. Okay. Looking forward to seeing you. Bye.
Woo, that was fun. Oh my God, that was.
Well, my views on the book, My Brother's Wife by Toni Breland. I did not want to like the book at first, but because of the subject matter, of course, taboo subject matter. But I now begin to understand why Freddie Glass felt the way she did about Amanda, her sister-in-law. And maybe my views are changing. But I still love my husband, don't get it twisted. Thank you guys for coming to my home, and I'm going to relax, and I may just read that book again. Don't forget to buy My Brother's Wife by Toni Breland.